So now we're going to learn two different methods for how to draw and construct reflections. Okay, so this next part of the lesson is in your workbook on page 369, and it's section 9-1, and it's entitled Reflections Going Deeper. I'm going to demonstrate to you one of the ways that you can draw the reflection of an image. I'm going to start with the example that they provided at the top of the page, and here they've already essentially dotted in the image for you. This is the pre-image labeled A, B, C, D, and this is the line of reflection, or the mirror line. And let's go ahead and let's use patty paper. It's called the patty paper method to draw a reflection of A, B, C, D. First, let me talk a little bit about patty paper. As you can see, patty paper is a square piece of paper. It comes in a package, and a package usually has a lot of patty paper in it. We're going to have some in class, so we're going to use this in class, but at home, if you can find tracing paper, or if you've got any kind of thin paper that you could even see through a little bit, it should be a good tool that you can use instead of patty paper in case you don't have patty paper. So let's see how this is done. Ignore for the moment the dots on the right. We're actually going to see if we can construct that figure. So you take your patty paper, and then you take your pen or pencil. Okay, so I'll take my pencil because I think I can make it sort of dig a little deeper with pencil. I'm going to draw the line of reflection on my patty paper. And now I'm going to also draw in the points of the pre-image. We've got A, B, C, and D. Now notice I'm going to dig in really deep. I'm really putting a lot of pressure, and a lot of pressure. So I have really distinct points. Now I'm going to draw the lines between them. AD, AB, BC. Oops. Okay, so if you slip, it's going to happen. You just reset it. See, that's the good thing about having done the points first, is that at this point you don't even need it. You don't even need to see what's below, because you've already got your points. You're just connecting points. And then CD. And here's the magic of patty paper. Now what we're going to do is we're going to flip the patty paper over. And we'll be able to see, because it's transparent, we'll be able to see everything that we just drew. But I'm going to now line up my mirror line or reflection line with the mirror line or reflection line that's there. Okay. So now I've got everything all lined up. And now I can see points A, B, C, and D. So I'm going to, again, dig very deeply in point A, dig deeply in point B, dig deeply in point C, and dig deeply in point D. And while pressing very hard on the patty paper, I'm going to draw on this reverse side of the patty paper all the lines. I'm digging in really hard. I'm almost tearing the patty paper, which I shouldn't really do, but I just want to make sure I make an impression on the page below. I want to make a crease in that page so I'll know where to draw when I take the patty paper off. I go very deep on all of these. Oops. Okay, let me finish this last one. Okay, good. Now I take off the patty paper, and what you'll see, it's a little hard to see, but I think you can see the creases that I made in the paper here, 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 and here. Okay, and you can see the point that came through here, the point that came through here, the point that came through here, and the one that came through there. So if I've made my points really deep, I'll see where they came through on the paper. I'm going to join my points together. I'm going to join my points together here. I'm going to join my points together over here. And I'm going to join my points together over here. Okay, so I've drawn my figure, and you can see it's pretty close to the dotted line figure, which is the perfect figure. Okay, so now that I've had that warm-up practice, let's go over here and let's try to do this. Let's try to use a new sheet of patty paper and draw this figure, reflect this figure over the line. So I'm going to put the patty paper over it. I'm going to draw the line. And now I'm going to copy points A, B, and C. I'm going to dig real deep. A, B, and C. In fact, I don't really have to dig so deep right now. It's when I'm going to be tracing it on the other side that I need to dig deep, but let me go ahead and get in the habit of doing that. Let me join A and C. Oops. Steady, A and C, and then join B and C. Okay, so there I've got my triangle ABC. And let me also this time label the points A, B, and C. That way, when I reflect it, I'll be able to label the points of the image. So now I'm going to take my patty paper, and I'm going to flip it over. Okay, so turning it over. Now, I'm going to put the line right up against the line. Okay, you see the two lines? You can see one line through the patty paper. On the line of the patty paper, they have to be just about on top of each other, like that. Okay, and now I'm going to take my pencil. I'm going to dig in hard on each of these points. This is point A. I'm going to go real hard. If I go through the patty paper, that's all right. I'm actually going to kind of try to go through it. I'm going to put my point B here, and if I go through the patty paper, that's okay. I'm going to put my point C over here. Now, let me go ahead and draw the lines. And again, I can press pretty hard with the lines, but if I've done a good job with the points, the lines will take care of themselves. So I've got that line. I have this line. Let's take a bit of dexterity here. And then I have this line over here. And let me make sure I make a real deep, digging real deep. Now, I also want to label my points. So when I pick the paper up, I need to remember this is point A. Okay, so let me go ahead and pick this up. You can see the impression that I made with the patty paper. So that's fine. If you go through the patty paper, that's even better. Okay, this is point A right over there. So let me label this as point A. This one is point B. So let me label this one. I made a mistake. This is A prime, right? This is now the image. This is B, but it's B prime. And this is C, but we're going to call it C prime because it's the image. Okay, so we've got points A prime, B prime, and C prime. And now let's go ahead and join the lines and admire our image. I'm going to go ahead and follow. I've got, if you can see, I'll pick this up. I think if I let the light play on it, you can see that we've really made a crease in the paper. It's pretty easy to follow the lines. If we see the points, we just need to connect the points. And we connect A prime to C prime, A prime to B prime, and B prime to C prime. Okay, now we can admire. We can admire our reflection. We have created a image using reflection and using patty paper. As you can see, the two figures are congruent, and this is an isometry. And one other very interesting thing that you might notice is that the orientation is different. Okay, the original pre-image, A, B, C, move in a clockwise manner. A to B, B to C, and from C back to A, we have a clockwise rotation. But in our image, we've got A prime to B prime, B prime to C prime, and C prime back to A prime is counterclockwise. So our pre-image had a clockwise orientation, and our image had a counterclockwise orientation. Okay. You will see that that will always be the case with single reflections. Reflection will change a clockwise orientation to a counterclockwise orientation, and will change a counterclockwise orientation into a clockwise orientation.